What's going on, guys? Today I'll be bringing you an NU match against fellow director Pyrotoz. I believe that's how you say his name. Anyway, this is a pretty fun NU match with a team that I really enjoy using. I like to make my opponents think I'm going to lead off with my Ninjask, while instead I lead off with my anti-lead Pinsir, which has Focus Sash, which I used back in 4th gen, but now in 5th gen it has Moxie, so when my opponent thinks I'm Choice Scarf locked into something because it isn't doing enough banded damage, I change up my moves, I get the Moxie damage, and it's all good. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this match, I really appreciate if you guys leave a thumbs up and check out my channel after this, but we are going to start it out right here. He is going to lead off with his Hypno, and I want to tell you right now, his Hypno will have Taunt, as you're going to see later in the match, which is beneficial to him if I let out with my Ninjask, but nope, I'm going to lead off with my Pinsir, and just from experience, I know an X-Scissor will be able to 1-hit KO a Hypno right here, so I have no reason not to go for the X-Scissor, even if he could go into his Sandshrew, which is defensively bulky. It also has the Eviolite. He will be able to take it very well, but I have no worries if he wants to go for the Stealth Rocks. I do have the Rapid Spinner. I actually am going to go into my War Turtle just in case he does want to go for his Stealth Rocks first turn. I also want to make him think that maybe I am Choice Scarf. Now I will be able to use that beneficially later in the match. He is able to get up his rocks right here, and he is going to switch out right into his Hypno. I did have an opportunity to go for the Rapid Spin, but I actually thought he would go into a Pokemon that can start countering me right away, so instead of going for the Rapid Spin, I'm actually just going to go for the Scald, and I am actually going to get the Burn, which is great residual damage against his Hypno. Now I'm not kind of sure what Hypno set this is. When I saw it originally, I typed in Hypno on Smogon, and I saw they have more of a defensive set and then more of an offensive set. I didn't think he was going to be Calm Mind, which he actually is going to show me either this turn or next turn, but I am going to go into my Probopass because I didn't think he would have the Taunt, just because, I looked at his Psychic and I'm like, well, he probably don't have it, so I might as well try to get my rocks this turn. Although this is my physically defensive Probopass, it's going to take that hit very well because it's not going to be super effective. Nonetheless, I am just going to get leftovers HP this turn and next turn, although, next turn really isn't going to be too crucial because he is going to go for the Taunt, which means I'm not able to go for my Stealth Rocks or my Thunder Wave, predicting him to switch out, which I'm not going to predict him to switch out this turn. There really is no point. I actually thought he would go for the Wish or maybe the Protect, because this definitely is more of a defensive set with probably one attacking move being that Psychic. So next turn, I am just going to go for the Volt Switch. Not really sure what he wanted to do. If he wanted to go for the Wish, I would have played my cards differently, but he isn't going to go for that. Instead, he's going to go for the Calm Mind, which means my Volt Switch is going to do a little bit less. However, after the Volt Switch and the burn damage, I know for a fact I will be able to take him out with my Pinsir's X-Scissor. Again, would have done over 100% anyway. However, I know my Pinsir's Focus Sash will be ruined after I bring it in after the Stealth Rocks damage, but I had a feeling this is my only opportunity to bring it in because, I could bring in my Golurk and I could take him out with a super effective Shadow Punch. However, I'm slower than him. I don't want to bring in my Kadabra because he got the special defense boost. I'm not sure if my Kadabra's hit will be able to take him out, but I know that Pinsir's hit will be able to, so I'm going to go for the X-Scissor right here. I will be able to take him out, and I'm going to get the Moxie boost. So probably at this point in the match, he's like, okay, well, he's Choice Scarf locked into that Moxie boosted X-Scissor. I will be able to take it with his Dustox. Now I'm thinking, like, Dustox, I've really never seen this Pokemon before. It doesn't even have a set on Smogon, but I'm going to go for the Stone Edge, which would have been ×2 super effective and take him out, but it misses. And this is actually a replay of a DC that happened before. Before DC'd, I actually hit that and took him out, but it DC'd right afterwards, so I wasn't able to take him out. I guess he wanted to go for the Whirlwind, seeing what initial switch I had with my Pinsir. Well, he's switching out, but that's not going to be the case. He's actually going to whirl me into my Golurk, which is really great because I have the Stone Edge, and although I am Iron Fist boosted and it isn't the No Guard set, I'm still going to hit this Stone Edge, which is going to do great damage to this Murkrow. However, next turn, he's actually not going to leave his Murkrow in. I guess maybe he predicted me to do something, or maybe he wants to save it till later if he thinks he can't roost off whatever damage. Nonetheless, I am just going to go for an Ice Punch right here because I thought it would be able to take him out, not knowing if this Murkrow could actually outspeed me, but Ice Punch would have been able to take him out from that range. Instead, he's going to be able to take it pretty well with his Dustox. However, I'm not really too concerned with his Dustox wants to do. I am just going to go for a Stone Edge next turn. I know it will do more damage either way than the Ice Punch, even if he does go for the Roost. So I'm going to go for that, and unfortunately I do miss the Stone Edge this turn, but again, I'm really not thrown out by this Dustox, so he's going to go for the Bug Buzz. Golurk has kind of good bulk. I mean, when you think of NU, it'll take it pretty well relative to the tier, so I'm going to go for the Stone Edge, finally hitting against this Dustox, but he's going to leave with just a sliver of health, which is really unfortunate. but it does show me if I did hit the pincers +1 stonage, it definitely would have taken him out. If not, I always do have that priority quick attack on my pincer, which really does come in handy. Anyway, this Dustox is finally going to die to a Shadow Punch right here. I guess he wanted to go for the Whirlwind because he would have gone second to me, and that is the minus priority. Nonetheless, we'll be able to take him out, and after the leftovers, I will be back up to full HP as he's going to bring in the threat that is his Basculin. Now, I'm trying to feel what kind of Basculin set this is. I know it's going to go for the Water type move, but gauging about what set it is, I can go into the appropriate Pokemon. He's actually going to go for the Surf, which I've really never seen a special Basculin, and after this takeout, he's going to show me that he has the Life Orb, showing me that he might be mixed. However, I'm not really sure. It does give me a pretty good opportunity to go into my War Turtle, which is, Eviolite, so both of my defenses are boosted. I'm pretty sure I will be able to survive a hit, and I just want to go for the Rapid Spin. It's coming to the point where I might need to bring in my Ninjask for the mid-game setup and then perhaps sweep with my Pincer. However, I need the Rapid Spin to get away the Stealth Rock so I don't lose 50% HP coming into it. He's going to bring this Flareon, which originally I'm like, Flareon, that's an odd Pokemon to bring in a War Turtle. But he shows me the Toxic Orb, meaning he is the physically offensive gut set. He's going to do a lot of damage with that Facade right there. I'm just going to go for the Scald, knowing it should very good damage because this guy isn't especially defensive. He probably isn't calm either. Maybe Careful Nature, but I'm not sure. Anyway, that's going to do a really good amount of damage right there. And thankfully, it does the perfect amount of damage that after this turn, he's going to switch up moves, of course, go for the Superpower. That's always a good play to switch up moves, predicting your opponent to switch out. But after that, he's going to live with just a little bit of health from that upcoming poison damage, which will allow me to bring in my Pincer. Now, I'm not sure if this Flareon has the quick attack, but I do myself. I will be able to naturally outspeed him, so my quick attack will naturally be able to outspeed him. And because he has that little bit of health, it doesn't matter how much HP and defensive investment he has, because it will allow me to get the Moxie boost. And at this point in the match, I have a pretty good opportunity to finish off his team. The only threat to my team is actually going to be his Murkrow, which he's actually going to outspeed me with. Now, he's going to go for the Torment, which is just going to be a bit of a nuisance to my Pincer right here. I actually thought if he would have outsped me, I don't know why he didn't go for the Wooloo, but maybe he didn't have it, but nonetheless, a +1 X-Scissor will be able to take out that Murkrow. The rest of his Pokemon, although he does have that Sandshrew, which is physically defensive, he really doesn't have a chance to live a +2 attack, especially from my Pincer. So he is going to bring in a Sandshrew as his second to last Pokemon. I have to go for the Earthquake because Torrent means I cannot go for the same move 2 times in a row. I do not take him out with the Earthquake, however, I probably would have from the X-Scissor because just looking at the damage that the non-stat move did, he's going to get up the rocks. I'm really not sure why he did that. Maybe he thought he would be able to take me out with his Basculin and perhaps sweep my team, and he needed the rocks to take away my Ninjask. However, I do have the Focus Sash again on my Kadabra, so nonetheless, I would win this match with my Kadabra or another Pokemon, but I'm just going to go for the quick attack with a +3 Pincer. Unfortunately, it does not take him out, but Pincer is a boss right here. I'm going to be able to survive 2 Aqua Jets, not only this one this turn, but I'll be able to survive the next one, and because I'm still tormented, I cannot go for the second quick attack in a row. Instead, I'll be able to take that Aqua Jet and then finish him off with just, attacking move, winning this game, I believe, a 4-0. Nonetheless, it was a really fun game, fun Pincer sweep at the end, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. I actually wasn't able to use about 2 of my Pokemon, maybe 3 of it, kind of 2, I guess, the Ninjask and the Kadabra, but nonetheless, hope you guys enjoyed this match. If you did, leave a thumbs up and all that good stuff. Thanks, guys, for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and as always, take care.